All right. Cool. Yeah, just please stay plugged in and charging. There. Okay. Let's see. Are we live? I think so. Let's go ahead and check YouTube, myself to see if I'm live. Let's see. I think there's audio. But we will know for sure once if I hear an echo. Let's see. Yeah, that's probably echoing terribly. But we will know for sure once and then testing here. If I hear an echo. Let's see. And testing here. I think we're fine. Look at that latency. So I will go ahead and I guess mute this on my own end, because I'm pretty sure all three are working fine. And then I can go to Discord. Yo, fellas. I am live streaming. Okay, and then I guess it would make sense to put this here too. As my progress will be in here unless I lose cell phone signal. There we go. And then let's see. Okay. I would really like it if the chat thing stayed when I wasn't in OBS. I think that's going to be a really big pain in the butt for me. Yeah. Okay. So let's go ahead and close that. And let's go to Unity, and we will make a new project. And it's going to be Universal 3D. Because I always work in 3D. And we're gonna name it. We'll just name it Lane Jam 52. Do not connect to Unity Cloud. Create project. Yo, Mac Rowan's here. Hey, Mac Rowan, how you doing? Let me know if audio is jacked up or anything like that. As you can see, I am here in my truck camper. I am sitting on my fridge. And yeah. Also, if you or anyone else knows how to get this to stay, I'm good. I'm a little hungry. I should probably eat a granola bar. Yeah, I'd like the chat thing to just like stay here, but I don't know how to make it stay when I like switch applications, which is annoying because you can see this stays back there, right? That stuff stays back there, just not the one actually useful thing. Uh, so, let's see. And it's also a little cut off. Yeah, it's not huge, but I've been living in here for a good bit. I can't, fully sit up straight or stand straight. At least I can't fully sit up straight here. I can kind of do so over by the door. You can look into my truck cabin from there. This is a new chair setup that I'm trying. I Yeah, I've usually been like sitting over there, but I think it'll be nice here right next to the window. I think that'll kind of keep me cool because it's gonna get kind of hot today. Um, at some point, I will probably, I might like set up a tarp outside to just be outside and getting like good airflow. And I might need to do that to keep the sun from blasting in too heavily as well. Um, but yeah. Oh, why is that there? Huh. Because I already signed in. Weird. Um, let's see. Let's just double check. Looks like everything's fine there. Um, obviously I don't need to stream my own bed. There's I've been touching quite a bit of grass. Uh, and indeed I may, yeah, look at that. I can kind of have it like just in the corner there. Um, and yeah, I might go sit in the grass. I have like this tiny little chair that I found for free. Uh, that actually, I think you can see it through the window right there, maybe. Um, it folds out, and then I could sit on that. But I'll probably be doing it more on like the thingy mabob, the uh, the driveway thingy that I'm on. Um, yeah, it looks like we don't have any like, or probably. um, I mean, that's how it goes, right? Um, we've got that reminds me. I don't know if you can hear it. I can definitely hear it. It doesn't look like it's coming through on the like mic audio mix stuff too heavily, but the fan on my power station just kicked on, which is pretty loud. You can see I am getting 130 something, shifting quite a bit, watts from my solar panels right now. Um, the other day they actually got up to like 190, which was pretty cool. And we have 88% battery right now. The fan has to kick on sometimes from the power station because it's hot charging the battery. Cool. Yeah, when I stop talking for a bit, it looks like there might be some kind of like automatic noise cancellation on my Mac's um, microphone or something because it seems pretty low level when I'm not speaking, which is cool. I imagine there will be a lot of tapping noises when I'm coding. Um, but yeah, there might be the occasional like sound of a, some other camper, truck, van, or RV driving past. There may be the occasional bug. Sometimes I've got the door open, and sometimes like wasps come in, which I'm not a fan of at all. But I want the airflow. Um, so yeah, there may be the occasional distraction, but yeah, cool. I got my sample scene here. I'm just gonna. This is Unity 6.1, and let's see. Project settings. I'm going to turn on the old input stuff because I'm dumb. So that would be in the player settings. Da, da, da. Let's see. Input manager old. Well, I guess so that it doesn't bug me, I'll do both. And then we'll have to restart, I guess. Um, oh, and you can't see the screen, can you? There we go. Now we're back. Oh, and I set up some fancy shit too. Ta-da! Fake green screen. What up? Oh, and that covers the part of the screen where I can see your text in the corner there. It's kind of funny. And let's see. We are rebooting. And I got my phone here too, and I got my cable that doesn't really charge my phone because there's so much dirt in the port. It has to be oriented just right, and we can't let the phone die because the phone is where we get our internet connection. And yeah, I'm like cross-legged right now. I might I'll be probably moving around a lot during the stream to try and get to comfortable positions. um Opening project. All right, so I guess every Game Jam stream should probably start talking a little bit about the actual Game Jam in question. This is Lame Jam 52, hosted by Tor. And it's a nice little jam. I did 48 before, I believe, and I live streamed that too. And if I'm not mistaken, the theme, yeah, there it is. The theme is No More Room. And yeah, that's what we're doing. Let's see. Matt Grellen says I might have to go in 10 to 15 minutes. I'll be back in like 2 hours. Kind of bad timing for streaming. No worries, brother. Yeah, I'll be here probably. Unless, the cell phone signal stops working or whatever, or I'm a little worried because this laptop only has 8 gigabytes of RAM, that like streaming might be too much for it to handle along with game development. We'll see. But yeah, with the theme No More Room, uh, I'm thinking, obviously want to keep it pretty simple. We only have 2 days, 15 hours, and 39 minutes. And I'm just going to do like kind of a puzzle game, kind of a thingy mabob. I wonder what that looks like when I have the fake green screen and full webcam at the same time. Yeah. Oh, well, this version of it doesn't actually have the chroma key, does it? Huh. Um, I'm thinking kind of like a puzzle thing. I don't really know for sure like what setting I want to do. I'm not gonna shoot for like my usual like pushing the limits of what people think graphics can be in a game jam thing. So it's not gonna be super realistic with like human characters probably. I was thinking I'll do like a frog, and you got to get through a room and the room's slowly closing in on you, and yeah. Should be simple enough. So without further ado, let's get going, I guess. Brand new scene. We got our main camera, blah 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 blah. We're gonna need a plane. Just block out some basic stuff. Oh, it's gonna be kind of like churn based. Initially, I was thinking like a platformer that's really like whatchamacallits, um, real time. But I wanna, I don't, I don't wanna just do like another first person thing. So yeah, we get our plane, and we're just gonna start with a sphere. Um, we're gonna name that sphere player, and we're gonna put some cubes, walls there. Just for now, we scaled this big boy up. There's like a very commercial, hey Haiti, I'm good. Um, I'm just, working on stuff. There's probably far behind on the stream me saying hi, but yeah. Okie dokie. So try to stay relatively focused. So let's see. We'll just do one wall. Um, do I actually have I never actually installed WebGL as a build. Yeah, I'm a developer. At least, like a solo developer, I guess. Um, I don't have like, a fancy pants full-time job or nothing. So let's see. Not used to doing Macs. Um, Wall left. And wall right. Right. And let's see. I'm getting kind of bad viewport performance. Maybe I can get my graphics settings lower. Yeah, we'll set it more to like mobile quality. Uh, Potentially. If I remember, I'm very early stages right now. It looks like it's like a sandwich. Are you in the Discord? Let's see, because I could get a higher resolution version there, or I guess open image in new tab. Um, some kind of sandwich thingy. Let's see. Do 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 do. Um, Folder textures. Come on. Let's see. Oops. Let's make a quad. Gotcha. Are you even with a broken Discord, are you also participating in the jam? Or is this just a random stumble upon? Go ahead and make our material folder. Ta-da! It's not like some gross joke I don't get, right? Like oh, no problem, Macrellin. Um I'm not gonna have my lawyers contact you or anything. Okie dokie. So that's over there, and we can integrate it in some better way later. Oh yeah, so I don't have WebGL as a build target currently, right? Da da da. Let's see. Or as a build platform. Web. And we need to install with Unity Hub. And let's see, that is going to be 4 gigabytes, so that will take a while. Oh, it's but 1.42 gigabytes to install, so we'll just go ahead and do that. So let's see. Cha-cha-cha-cha. We'll just pop back over here, close that. And let's see. Looks like about, yeah, 6 megabytes a second is not that bad for being in a national forest. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and create a new empty called wall manager. And we're gonna create a new script called wall manager. Would you look at that? How unpredictable. Create an add. Oh, and we'll need a new scripts folder. Save. Let's see. Phone isn't charging. There we go. And let's see. I mean, honestly, yeah, all things considered. Oh, error information. Huh. Shoo. Boo boo boo. We'll check the Discord. And let's see. Okie dokie. So, yeah, I know I should update, but I'm not gonna right now. Gonna go ahead and do a little. Uh-oh. Doesn't look like, that's concerning. There we go. Little serialized field, game object, wall 1. Well, we'll do wall L and wall R, like so. Glad to hear it. Just wait for these scripts to compile. Alrighty. So we'll put the left wall in there and the right wall in there. And then hop back over to Visual Studio if input.get. Well, how do I want to do this? Okay, for now, we'll do, we're just gonna do a function, I think. Instead of, no, if you don't put private, then it just assumes that it's private. Um, and, yeah. So it's just a little shortcut. You don't have to write private, and it'll still be private. Um, oh, VS Code sucks though. um, it's at least in my experience, because I tried it before and like the IntelliSense plugin, it just like shuts off all the time and it just stops working. So you have to constantly be rebooting it and like just for me it never works. So that's why I'm still using Visual Studio instead of VS Code. I wish it worked, but yeah, when the IntelliSense was working, it was fine, but otherwise, meh. Okie dokie. So, void, and this will actually be a public void. Void, close in, do like so, right? There we go. Close in, and then wall L dot transform. Um, you never use IntelliSense? Um, I don't know how you like. To be clear, not IntelliSense like uh not like GitHub Copilot, but like when I'm doing something like writing game object and it pops up and it says game object and I can press tab. That's what IntelliSense is. Um and that's what doesn't work in VS Code. Um or even something like this, like wall L dot transform where I'm doing tab to fill things in. That none of that works in VS Code. It's a bummer. I mean, I got it in my head too, like I know what the things are, but it's oh, okay. Yeah, um because it just takes more time to fully type it out than to press tab after a couple of letters, right? And it keeps you from ever doing any kind of spelling errors or anything. Um, oh man, my head, I'm just drawing a blank. Dot transform dot position, duh. Um, plus equals, or just equals. Or I guess, I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm being silly. What axis are we moving this on? Okay. Uh, so x positive for wall left. New vector 3. And we'll just say 1, 0, 0. Um, and then we will copy that. And we'll do the same for R, but negative. -1 on the x-axis. And then I guess temporarily we'll throw back in update. And if key down, R, then close in. There, just for testing. Alrighty, so if we go to game mode and let's just go ahead and like constrain this to, oh, well, scale's already at 2x. It might be fine. So we press R soon. Dunk, dunk, dunk. Every time we press R, the walls get closer. Excellent. And we will probably want to make these boys a good bit taller. Let's just even out these dimensions here. So like, I don't know, we'll say 10, 5. We'll keep them there. Let's see. Longer, me. And then of course, oh yeah, I just wanted to even out so that they're nice and firmly on the grid there at 5 and -5. That way when we move each turn, they will be nice and consistent. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this level would give you 5 turns, and then we can go on out. So this level would give you 5 turns before you get crushed. Cool. And maybe I should eat a granola bar. I should drink water for sure. Let's see. How many folks are here? We got 2 watching. Okie dokie. Personal Haiti didn't probably see my place here. I'm in the back of my truck in the truck camper I built myself. Powered by the sun with my solar panels. And let's see. Ooh. I'm gonna hop to the front of the truck. We'll see if the stream holds up while I do this. Oh, water bottle. See, I can't stand up all the way here. So if I want to drink water, I have to crouch. And then y'all can get a nice view of where I'm at when I do this too. Here we go. So we're outside now. I'm next to this big old power line, which is nice because it means all the trees in this area are cut so that I can get really good solar power from my solar panels. And this is the view. I'm kind of parked on not quite a cliff, but it's close to a cliff. And we can go inside the front here. And I got a bunch of granola bars here. Oh, my screen's going dark. There we go. Oh, and a fly flew in here earlier and has been stuck in here, I guess. This is the ASMR portion of the stream where I open a granola bar, I guess. I'm pretty hungry. Okay. Back up in there. And we can get back in here myself. And we'll sit closer to the door right now. Okay. Turn back on our little green flame. Yeah, I'll just do break mode right now. I should perhaps go to the restroom as well. It hits the spot. These are great. Not sponsored. Nature Valley. They're good. They got they don't really have like protein, but 190 calories, and some whole fiber, so they're really cheap and they give you some energy to keep going, and you don't have to cook it, which is really nice, particularly when you're out in the woods and stuff. Let's see. Oh, but thingy. There we go. The YouTube window moved, it looked like. Probably should have had this granola bar before the stream, but whatever. So we'll close Visual Studio real quick. And, well, I was going to make the character, but maybe actually I should code the character first. Okay. We'll make it a rigid body, because that'll be fun. Ow. I hit my head. So, there we go. Whew. Like I was saying before, the idea was originally like real time, but now it's going to be kind of churn based, and I'm thinking I'm going to make like the player model. I'm going to model a frog for them later, and so it'll be jumping gameplay. So what we want to do here and I'll probably make them like a bit of a ragdoll or something so that it'll be extra fun. And since it's rigid body physics, I don't know, I might do rigid body physics, or I might do something like, because keeping it all kinematic would allow a lot greater player control, but like physics are goofy. So I should check. I'm in the right thing where it's showing screen. Okay, so let's give ourselves an integer can jump, and that will start as 1. I got a bunch of granola bar in my teeth. Okay. Input dot. We'll use get button, sure. Yeah, get button down. Or get button up, maybe? Yeah, we'll do get button up. And it should by default just be jump. But let's check. Yeah, jump with a capital J. And can jump is greater than or equal to 1, we'll say. I guess, I mean, I want to keep the inputs in update, void fixed update. Can jump -1 minus equals 1 minus minus. There we go. I think equals -1. There we go. Minus equals 1 should work. And then that'll let me have like maybe power-ups that you can get to jump multiple times in one turn or something, right? Got crumbs on my laptop. And then we'll do full jump, and that'll start as false. Jump equal true when we jump, and then if jump equals true, and can jump is greater than or equal to 1. Transform dot. Oh yeah, I guess we should reference our rigid body. RB equal this component rigid body. There we go. Rigid body dot RB, sorry, RB dot apply that add force. For now, I think we want to, yeah, I don't know. For now, we want to add force on, just to test the jump logic. We're just going to go vector 3 dot up and force mode dot velocity change so that mass doesn't matter, so I don't have to think about it. And I guess we should add a multiplier here, jump force and that will be a serialized field float jump force. And we're just going to start it as 5. We'll see how that feels. Save. Okay, that didn't work. Um, let's just say if jump equals true. And also jump equals false. Or sorry, jump equals false, not equals equals. Save. There we go. And now we can't jump anymore. Excellent. So we get one jump out of it. And then, we'll have it reset each turn after the walls have moved. Now, what we're going to want to do is also have a new empty. Let's see. Cam parent. We'll name it, and then we'll make our main camera there. And then you're still at the normal stuffs. Camera controller script. Well, I guess I could just put that in the player controller too. Like, maybe not. Well, yeah. I'll just put this in player controller probably, because then I can reference the same game object and yeah. So serialized field, game object, cam pivot there, and then I'll probably add buttons for this too. So if well, axis. Actually, we'll just do get axis horizontal. There you go. And then do we time.delta time that maybe? Maybe. So let's see. Cam pivot dot transform dot rotation. I guess we could also use rotate. Yeah, because that's kind of just like Euler's, right? And then I don't have to deal with quaternions, so let's use rotate. And then new vector 3, cam rotate, and 0, 0 for the others. And then, oh, okay, it wants to do that as, so vector 3 dot up, and then we'll use cam rotate for that, right? Okay, let's try this all out. And let's make sure that our main camera actually points at our character. At some point we should plug in the laptop too, perhaps. Okay, rotate this on, say, the x-axis, 45, we'll say, and then raise by, I don't know, 10? Yeah, that should be good. Then our player controller, right there, we will fill in the cam pivot with this. Okay. Now, time to test. I wonder if I should close this. I can close that at least. That should help with RAM. Okay, so are we here? Okay. And we are rotating our camera just unbelievably slowly. So let's go ahead and add another float, which is cam rotation multiplier. And we will just say equals 5 for now. And times cam rotation multiplier. Compiling. Okay, we are in. Oh, that is the opposite of the directions I want there. But that's okay. Let's just do negative, and let's also make it like 50, because Jesus, this is annoying. There we go. Okay, that's much better. Excellent. Okay. So negative 50. And then I guess it would be a little bit spaghetti Cody if I just did, well, I don't know. Let's see. I guess we could make the, well, if we're gonna add add pickups. Let's bring that down. If we're gonna add pickups anyways, that can increase our integer here. Let's just make that public. And then in our wall manager on close in, we will just go ahead and you know what? We'll make it public static integer. That way we don't have to bother referencing it directly, really. There we go. Or wait, no, that's stupid. I meant to do +1 because we're already subtracting it in here, and then we can save this. And then we actually got an error over here, it said, which is silly because it's a public static, but maybe I hadn't saved that. Yeah, no compile error this time. Okay, so let's see, rotation's working. We can, oh, sorry, space and space, but now we can't. And then if we do that, we get one more, and we can't do it anymore. No more jumping until we close in again. And then this will be interesting to see since it's a rigid body. Close in and guess it just plunks out. Okay, cool. So I'm thinking maybe eventually we'll set up a new scenario for the player for sure. But for now, let's go back to our player controller and we will add in another add force. But this one is going to be cam pivot dot forward or dot transform direction vector 3 dot forward, right? Cool. Haven't coded in a while, but I think that'll do the trick. So we press play. Yeah, I think OBS said it was using okay, 11% of CPU. Let's see. There we go. Now we're going forward and off to our death. Potentially, maybe I should make it not a sphere. Even though it's, technically, visually it's a sphere right now. But let's make it a box collider just for better stability. And so that we aren't like, I don't know, rolling might be a cool little function, but I could also see it being like really, really annoying for players. So we go over there and we land. And eventually also like I need to, move these in a way that doesn't do you know, the transform thing that just kind of sucks right now. Because obviously then they just go through the player, right? I need it to actually push, which I guess maybe I could just very quickly add rigid bodies to these and just make them kinematic. Would that work? I'll probably have to use rigid body dot move position or something, I guess. It would also be nice to like, if I do something that oh yeah, that's better. Yeah. Oh, just like that. Cool. Then they can sweep the player off. Excellent. Okay. Cool. Let's save. And then I will, let's see. I don't know if you guys can hear that weird clicking bug that just flew by. Yeah, I'll just go into Visual Studio and I'll go down here and we'll do a comment and we'll say bathroom break and we'll zoom in real big for the stream, folks. About as big as it can get there. And yeah, I'm curious what it'll look like when I'm not in the scene. It does a good job of just detecting people. I'll do that, and then you should be able to see both the bathroom break text and me not being here and out the window and stuff instead. We'll phone's battery's at 90. This there, and then what's that view like? There we go. Okay, I will be right back. I'm gonna go pee. Oh, I also should fill up my water too. Alrighty. I return. Before too long, I should also maybe cook my meal for the day. We are at, I don't know if you can see it down there, 92% battery, which is pretty good. Certainly good enough to use the Instant Pot today, and maybe even make some coffee for tomorrow. Alrighty, back in the original sitting spot. We'll turn on the green screen again. Ta-da! And back in here, let's get our font size set back. And let's see, over here in Unity, I wonder, real quick, if I parent that to the player, we'll see if this works. I might just set it's like, oh yeah, that's not so bad. Well, it's a little bad when you like collide with something. It's a bit of a, I don't know if that's fun or annoying right now. Um, hmm. But it's something. We'll leave it like that for now. And let's make our plane. We'll just make it significantly larger, and we'll do these guys at like 20. And we'll move them out. -10 to 10. There we go. And I guess like 40, 50. Okay. And 50. And let's check how our web build support has finished. So let's go to our build settings, and then we may need to, okay, we'll have to restart the editor in order to get our web build support here going. But I'm hoping once I switch it to like web build support stuff too, it'll like end up helping graphically with performance. I don't know that it will. But either way, I'm gonna do a web build in the end regardless, right? So and I guess we can remove the bathroom break comment there. Da, da, da. We'll check on the Discord, see how folks are doing. Let's see. Share your stuff. Easy stuff. Jam pro. Oh, I'm Let's see what Matt Ground was doing. Ooh. At least like a solo developer, I guess. I don't have like Here's my voice. Wow, those are beautiful particles, Matt Ground. Not used to doing Macs. Yeah, I'm a developer. We'll mute it so that we don't have to hear me talk a bunch. But yeah, look at that. Oh, that's so cool. Okie dokie. So we'll just test again, just because I like messing around with the core mechanic. Dunk, dunk, which I think is a good sign, right? Whee! And I think it was a good choice to do some rigid body physics there too. Because I think, you kind of, it's almost like, I don't know, it saves time making a decent jump. At some point, I think I'll, yeah. What was I gonna say? I don't know. Cool. Cool. In terms of, yeah, like maybe I could make power-ups that increase the jump force and stuff too, or like maybe that could be an after level upgrade. Maybe procedural level generation would be rad too. I don't know if that's getting a little over zealous or over scoping, perhaps. But yeah, we'll see how it all goes, right? So that's our base stuff there. Let's switch to Blender. We'll just close. Oh, that's right. That's what I was gonna do. I was gonna actually switch the build target to web. But that's okay. Let's look at frogs. Okay, frogs kind of look like that. Cool. Where'd you go, Blender? It was open. Did it just crash? That's a bummer. Okay. We will put the frog on the desktop, and then we will put the frog in Blender. Cool. There we go. And RX90, RZ90. Ooh, it's weird that its pivot point is so far away. Well, oh, I see. Yeah, let's turn off that weird offset. Or, try to get it in the middle. There we go. Cool. And we'll make this frog picture very big. And we'll put it there. And we'll put it over here. And, yeah, that way we are always looking at the frog. There we go. Alright, so let's see. This is our positive Y. We'll just go ahead and jump into subdivisions right away. Shape smooth. Feels like I don't want to like plug in my tablet and stuff. It feels like it's been so long since I've just done some good old-fashioned box modeling, Guess it's been a while since I've done any 3D stuff, really. Unfortunately. I mean, I've done some like environment stuff recently, right? But and I don't, it doesn't have to be a perfect frog, right? We're communicating the idea of a frog, right? We can also take like some normal sculpting, sculpt. Bleh. We can take some shortcuts on this too if we want. For like, instead of doing good topology, one could quite easily do some bad topology, right? So let's see. We don't want to go quite that far out, do we? Like so. Here, yeah, I'm just gonna, we'll mirror it. Mirror and bisect. And I think that's the right way. No, it is not. So let's see. Really kind of goes out first, right? It's almost like that. Or, okay, we'll keep it kind of like that. And I mean, again, maybe I'm making this more of a thing than it really needs to be. Oh, Jesus Christ, what am I doing? Gotta trust the process, bro. Yeah, we're roughly getting there. Let's see. A bit more like that. bit more. Eh. Let's see. Let's go back to some references. Okay, so like Homeboy here has 3 toes. I think this guy might have more. I feel like it's oh, I should have used that guy as a reference. He's awesome. Um, it's all good. Let's see. But yeah, I'm seeing pretty consistent, like, oh, he might have 4. That's hard to tell. Um, and again, we're not making like a real frog. It's just a representation of a frog, right? So let's see. Donk, donk, donk. And then, did that work, or does that add too much bullshit? It seems alright. Yeah, sure. Fuck it. I mean, it's like one of those things where it's like it's gonna be so far away. Nobody's gonna see how bad this frog is, right? Um, there we go. Ooh, that's bad. Squeeze that in a lot. And squeeze these 2. No. Oops. No, the other way. Okay. Kind of straighten that out a bit. There we go. Yeah, still not super thrilled with that. Okay. We'll bring that one in a bit. Rotate it too, maybe. So, okay. And I mean, again, we're gonna see it from like here, right? Doesn't really matter that much. Let's go ahead and just rotate these whole legs entirely, like so, maybe. Yeah, that's not too bad. Okie dokie. Let's see. Why are we getting a little frame stuttering? Battery not charging? What do you mean battery not charging? You've been plugged in for a while. That's annoying. Let's see. How are we doing on solar power? We are currently getting 144 watts on the solar panels. And we are losing 111 to the laptop and the refrigerator. Okay, so oops. That's funky. That's real funky. Let's pull that out. And we'll bring this up a little bit, maybe. Should I even bother trying to like model in some? Ooh, well, yeah, we'll do at least half realize, right? Um, Like, we can just slap spheres on there and kind of call it a day. Um, but I want to do it this way. Um, and then we'll go like in, actually, we will round that out further. Then we can go in. Really kind of confused by that cleft button nose that we've managed to make, but whatever. Let's see, things are slowing down. My laptop's definitely getting pretty hot, so that is kernel task here. Is effectively just that's the system throttling itself to keep from overheating. So that's why we're getting kind of bad frame rate at this point. And of course, partially because we're plugged in trying to charge the battery, even though battery's not charging. But that'll add some heat, and then it's also just getting hotter out today as well, right? Um, hey, Tio. Love you too, buddy. Um, let's see. Okay, so just go ahead and pop in. Oh, not in that though. We'll do it in here. Okay, good night to you as well. Ooh, we don't want that high poly. Let's go with like 8 by 8. Or 4? No, 8. 16. I mean, again, this is like really far away, right? Um, just in there. Little frog eye. Alexa. Oh yeah, my computer is really unhappy. um, shit. Okay. Mirror. This is a really good Blender trick. If you guys don't know, you can do the mirror modifier and then mirror the object across a different object's axes. Another cool thing when you're doing bisect stuff like this, you'll notice I've got the kind of cleft thing in there, and it's ended up a little bit more less pointed than I wanted. So we can just, move this guy over, right? And like that'll kind of fix that up. Okay, so obviously the main thing this frog is missing is arms. Sorry, there's people walking past the camper distracting me. Um, Feeling self-conscious. Okay, so we'll go briefly out, right? And then we can extend that up a good bit. I mean, that's the interesting thing about frogs, right? Is like they flow and they don't flow. So maybe I don't even need to do that so much. But we'll move this up and go like that. And then I guess really what we need is almost like a twist back, right? Yeah. Yeah, well, I was thinking I'd go like that first, right? I feel like all of this right now might actually be too low. So let's raise it up a bit. And again, we're not making, it's a game jam. It's a quick frog for a game jam. It doesn't have to be perfect. Um, we're not really trying to constrain ourselves to the reference like that hard. Um, we just have to communicate frog. And then well, his upper arm is really short. Yeah. Now we can kind of go down. And then obviously we've got a little bit of clipping there. But at this juncture, whatever. And we make it, well, yeah. We just make this very small. And then we make it very big. Isn't that the nice thing about frogs? Their fingers are just small and then big. Very easy to model. And frogs are, I don't know, they're just enjoyable, right? It's like, who doesn't like a little froggy? There we go. Okay. All right. Now for cuteness factor, this is the secret to making things cute is you just kind of got to give them like really big eyes. So let's make this huge. Like so. Um, he's looking pretty alien, honestly. Um, we'll raise this, get a little bit of a smoother thing going. Okay. And then I don't think I'll really model a mouse. I mean, I guess I kind of could, right? But I think, well, what if I kind of squish that in there? Eh. What if I, no. I do think his little, I don't know, frog fat throat sack is just a little too extreme right now. This should come out more. Maybe even be bigger. Yeah, a little bit. And then I think, again, this is going to be super far away, so it doesn't matter heaps, but we'll probably just kind of texture the rest, right? Here and there. Okay. And then let's see. We need to save this somewhere. Where is Lame Jam 52 assets? Models. We need a new folder. We'll just name it Frog. There we go. So that's saved, and then we're gonna do our texture painting in Blender, I reckon. And let's see, let's do a new material here, frog eye, and oh, we'll rename that frog, frog eyes. I guess eventually we'll probably want to kind of do some other stuff with that, but whatever. Ain't no thing. Worry about it later. So we're gonna go ahead and plug in a new image texture, and really doesn't need to be high res. I'm gonna go with 512 by 512. We're gonna name it Frog Skin. There we go. Oh, of course, we will need to, you know, let's see, is this going before or after? Okay, that helps a lot actually, I think. Well, I don't know, I got kind of used to it being like that. They've both got their merits, but let's lower the levels a little bit. We'll apply our mirror and we'll apply our subdivision, and then we can use a little bit of proportional editing to get our pointedness back to where it was. We can also use that to get our frog a little bit fatter. Because who doesn't like just a cute little fat frog, you know? We don't want to go so far it affects the eyes, but yeah, there you go. Yeah, alrighty. And we will scale those down just slightly, I think. Okay, save. Now we can do our UVs. So we'll do a seam down the middle probably. Well, nah, we don't have to. We'll do a seam. Okay, we're gonna separate the legs first. I guess I probably should have done this with the mirror modifier on, huh? Like so. Mark seam. And then just the same thing over here. Okay, mark seam. Same thing for the front shoulders. Mark those seams. And, okay. Now we want to, I'm gonna hide all this. And then I'm gonna do a seam along the bottom, I think. I think we'll see the frog a lot less from this angle. I could be totally wrong. But we'll mark that as a seam there. And then, oops, that is the wrong hotkey. Okay, Alt-H, there we go. And then we'll go ahead and hide that. And then we can focus on the seams for all of our limbs. And yeah, I'm just gonna be kind of lazy with it. I'm just gonna go like that, and like, it'll probably be good enough. We'll see. We'll see how this looks in a second. Unwrap. Oh, this is, I think these are new options. Oh, golly. I wasn't prepared for that. I'm on Blender 4.3.2. Um, Conformal, angle-based, or minimum stretch. Okay. Um, well, that looks fine to me. And again, this is a very we're working with 512 by 512, right? Oh, also, I should check. Am I talking to anybody? Yeah, okay. At least for now, if they're around. Um, yeah. Let's see. Let's get a nice little green going. Yeah, so it's such a low resolution texture anyways. It's like whatever. Um, oh, this is something that always annoys the hell out of me at Blender. If you like change some brush settings and then you undo it without having like done one that you keep, then it undoes like the new color or whatever. So in order to prevent that, you can change your color or whatever, and then you can click off to the side, and then you would have to undo it twice to undo the setting change instead. So we've got our mirror on, and we're just gonna paint that frog. Um, Give him a nice space of green everywhere. Guess I could have used the fill tool for this as well. That would have been a great option, but yeah, this kind of also can give you a little bit of an idea of like how the brush is gonna be applied and stuff later, right? So we're gonna have a bit of an issue if we do end up rigging the frog and not just leaving him kind of static like this. We'll have a bit of an issue. We'll have to paint into these little areas later. I guess we could also just try doing a really quick fill on everything. Okay, cool. There you go. And now let's go ahead and switch our colors. We'll get a bit of a little tannish thing going, like so. Do 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 do. Da da da. Cool. And you can see in our reference that extends up a little bit more than we've really got right now, right? Here we'll whack it from maybe like here, there, and then he's even got, it's almost like an entirely separate color little stripe there, right? That I don't know if I'll really bother with, but we could do something like that. Then a thinner like bronc inside. I don't know how far that goes because I'm working off one reference, right? Oh, yeah, he's kind of got nostrils too. Oh, you know what? Those, I totally done goofed on them eyes, huh? They should pop up a lot more than they actually do, shouldn't they? Whoops. Okay, let's hide that, and then we'll kind of select, well, huh, that might be interesting. Did that kind of, a little bit, not quite. Okay, let's unhide that. Let's just select this, and then with a relatively small proportional editing, we'll go up by that, and then we can bring our eyeballs back up too. Okay. Yeah, so we kind of got like a bit more of that like um, raised frogginess there. Like so, right? Yeah. There you go. His eyes kind of pop up now. Oh, we're gonna have to just have, oh, excellent. Oh, that's so nice that it's mirrored already still. So maybe we'll bring that up just slightly. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, and nobody needs to know that I missed that detail, right? Except the stream, and anybody watching the stream later. So let's see. Okay, cool. We'll go back to our texture paint, and let's see. He's kind of got like a weird thing over there too, huh? I don't know. Just for like cartoony value, I was thinking I would do like a little froggy mouth on our texturing layer, right? Um, like that instead of actually bothering to model it. That's the plan, right? I think maybe we'll do it a little bit smaller or something. It doesn't matter too much. Um, I mean, I don't know. In a way, it's almost already implied too, right? Um, yeah, I don't know, because it's like, yeah, you can see it's so much more subtle on a real frog, obviously, than a black line. Um, Obviously, I'm not like the best at anything really stylized, frankly, right? Um, I don't know. I mean, it's just been a long time since I've even tried to do anything stylized, really. Okay. We'll go, let's kind of bring that in. Yeah. I think that'd be fine. It's there, but in like a very subtle way. Um, and then I feel a little goofy, even like bothering to texture these. I'm not gonna lie. We don't need like half of this eyeball, at least. Dunk. There we go. And then that lets us unwrap a lot nicer. And then, oh, real quick, because Blender will fuck you on this sometimes. Make sure to save your painted textures. I'll just do the same folder, whatever. It's a game jam, it doesn't matter. Make sure you save your painted textures. Otherwise, it'll sometimes, when they're stored in RAM, sometimes they'll just vanish on you, and that's no good. It's no good at all. Okie dokie. So, we are gonna make another texture with, what is it? Command T, Control T. Yeah, Control T. New, and this one can be yet smaller even. And this is gonna be our frog eye texture. And yeah, I mean, it's like wicked simple here. Obviously, frogs don't have you know, the same kind of pupil as humans do. They're much more horizontally slit. We'll just go up in here and kind of knock about with that too, just in case we ever end up rotating the eye, right? And I mean, that's basically all it really is. We can get like a little bit more detail in there, right? Which side is that? Okay. So it's kind of flipped in a weird way because you can see that he's got like a little bit of brown at the end there, right? And I think there's generally some browniness on the very rim of their iris. Like so. There we go. And you know what? We'll make that even smaller too, if we can. Oh, the UVs are also upside down. Ain't that nice? Um, okay, yeah, I think that's decent enough. Cool. And then we want to make sure we have no roughness on that. That'll make it all slimy and stuff, and that setting will transfer over to Unity as well. So there's our basic little frog guy. Let's shoot that over to the Discord like so. Do we want a different rendering? Yeah, we'll do material preview, but I don't like this default background. Let's do like that. Yeah, I always like this one. We'll toss in a sun to turn on scene lights. There we go. It's a nice little frog. Oh, gotta do the same over here. Switch that. Okay. Hide that. Turn off all that. And then we can pop this over. Oh, I guess, oh, I see. That's for his. Okay. Um, cool. Yeah, well, let's save the frog eye as well. As mentioned before, sometimes when you're out of texture paint mode, if you forget to save it, it will just go black on you and you'll lose all the work. Okay. So, should I rig it up real quick? Probably. um, hmm. Let's see. Ooh, two watching. Wow. Okie dokie. Hmm. Ooh, my neck. Okay. Yeah, we'll do a very basic rig. Armature, single bone. Where you at? There we go. Is there a, there's Rigify, there is not a basic frog one. Okay. So we'll go here, and then, heck, right, basically, that can all work as one. You can have another off of that, and then we're gonna have to do this. Do we have x-axis mirror? Any chance? Nah. Symmetrize? No? Okay. I'm pretty sure there's a setting somewhere to kind of automatically symmetry stuff later. So, if not, I can, do the old mirror, duplicate and mirror trick. We don't need individual toes for this guy. Oh, you also, for symmetrize to work, I think you need to, like, name them properly too, right? Okie dokie. Yeah, that'll be good enough. So let's see. Front arm upper dot R. Oh, wait, what? Oh, I guess that should be lower. My bad. Dot upper dot R. And leg lower dot R. Okay, now we can symmetrize. Beautiful. And it's automatically named them to have the proper stuff. Name that head bone, body bone. Oops, selected the wrong one. Body bone and tailbone. Thanks, Play One Games. I wish you success as well. Are you in Lame Jam? Let's see. Parent with a keep offset and same dealio there with the keep offset. Also there. I'm not seeing the relationship lines with phones, which has me concerned. Let's see. Auto IK. Oh, okay, there it is. Oh, there they are. They just were blending in. Cool. Okay, cool. Now, parent with automatic weights. And automatic weights are usually fairly decent. So, and again, it's a game jam game. There you go. Oh yeah, that's real funky, isn't it? Okay, so some cleanup may be required, but that's all right. Let's keep them both selected, but then we go here, and we'll go to weight paint. And I think you do. Oh, I'm sure you're good enough, man. You know, it's just a quickie thing, you know. There's all sorts of different folks at all sorts of different skill levels in jams. I'm not that good, really. Okay, so there we go. That's what I'm looking for. Weight paint mode, and then our lower legs are pulling way more than they should, which is reasonable because I built it with clipping geometry, right? Like, of course it was gonna be like this. But let's just go ahead and kind of select all that, and then we can remove that, and we'll just kind of mirror that whole selection on our other side. And we'll find our back leg lower, and we'll remove it from that too. And now our rig should be much nicer. Yeah, way less stretchy. I mean, you know, we've all got our strengths and weaknesses. I'm definitely art first. Ooh. Oh, that's funky. There's another spot to fix. Look at the eye. But I'm not so good at coding. But a lot of folks, I'm pretty sure this jam, which hasn't been going on super long either, if you do want to jump in, I think assets are allowed too if you like, you can use some Kenny stuff or something, right? I mean, they even say, need an excuse to make a crappy game? Lame Jam is your excuse. No need for hard work, just make something. Um, yeah, so, you can use some pre-made assets, as long as you credit them, right? So you can always do that if you're not a Blender fella. Or even, boxes and spheres and stuff can be really fun too. Okie dokie. So, uh, I'm sure it's the upper arm bone. Let's turn off our IK. That's actually affecting the head, right? Um, and it's fine if it pulls some of the face, just not the eye socket. The eye socket is blech. Um, Weight paint. Let's see. We gotta find our. Oh, sounds like we've got another vehicle driving by. Okay. Oh, looks like somebody leaving the forest instead of entering this time. Um. Oh, I got a text. That's odd. Unusual. Yeah. Okay. So, let's see. Look at our weight paint. Basically, oh, rock on. Yeah, and I mean, not to pressure you into joining the jam or anything, just, um, I, I believe in you, brother. You can do it if you ever want to. But also, I understand too, like, sometimes people like to sleep and things like that too. And okay, so we'll remove those from front arm upper on the left and front arm upper on the right. And now, come on. There we go. Let's try this again. Okay, no more eye socket mess. Cool. And same on the other side. Cool. And I'll apply the mirror here and split this guy off so that we have separate eyes. Although I guess I can just I'll keep them as one object because I'm just gonna parent them to this bone anyways, right? So whatever. I need to set these bones to be in front so that I can select them. All right, much better. Parent to bone, and then all right, we're really frogging it up now. Okie dokie. Cool. And then let's reset all of our transforms, save, and now, we can open back up our Unity project. Oh, I guess I didn't add tags to this stream, did I? Like Unity and Blender and whatnot. Oh well. Um, let's see. There's an import setting in Unity that I can do so that I don't import the light or the empty references. Radical. I can dig it. I've always wanted to do a little bit more procedurally generated stuff. I fiddle with it every now and then. Okie dokie. Models. Frog. So first off, don't import lights or cameras. And I guess, unfortunately, there might not be the there might not actually be a setting for the empty. So if I drag and drop this in here, am I going to end up with, ooh, that's big. Those two reference images? Yeah, but of course just as empties. So I'll just go ahead and delete those really quick. It's whatever. I've modeled him. It's not like I'm gonna need reference to tweak him further because it's a jam and sometimes you just gotta move on. Okay, no more empties. Rig is generic. No avatar. I guess you could create from this model. Is that a new thing? I could swear there used to only be avatars for, you know, uh whatchamacallsums. Strip bones. Oh, okay. I haven't used Unity 6.2 yet, and um you you may not know, I'm let's see, we'll switch over to here and turn off the green screen. Um, I'm I'm not super up to date on Unity news, so I don't know what they're adding in 6.2 because for the past few months I've been building the truck camper that I'm currently living in. Um, so I know nothing about 6.2. Um, I'm on 6.1 right now, which this will be my first project with it. And it seems I again, not being a coder, I really don't like all the new input system stuff, so I'm still using legacy stuff, and I'm not really looking forward to when they totally remove the legacy stuff, which I assume they're getting ready to do. Um, but, so far it seems like with the new CEO, Matthew or whatever, with the name that starts with a B, I think they're moving in a decent direction. So as long as there's performance improvements and stuff like that, like I'm cool with it. And no, no more pricing fiascos, please. Let's see. Okay, man, this frog is really big, isn't he? Because yeah, there's my sphere there, which should only be around 1 meter by 1 meter, right? Um, yeah, or okay, so we'll size them all down in here. To well, let's size them down in here to get an idea of how much I should size them down in there. So yeah, like 0.1-ish, maybe? Yeah? Okay. Okay. Yeah, 0.15. Cool. And then we'll undo that. I like to keep the scale proper in Blender because sometimes you can get really funky shit if you don't. If you're always scaling things down in Unity instead of Blender, it can go bad. Um, there we go. And all right. Um, just go ahead and turn off that mesh renderer, and then I guess we need to rotate Homeboy 180 degrees, and yeah, we'll slide him down, and maybe eventually we'll put some ragdoll physics on him, but for now, let's just test this. Blonk. Cool. And then there we go. And we'll go ahead and I should really add a UI indicator pretty soon. And I should also update the frog to face the direction of the camera too. Maybe, well, maybe just when he jumps. Because I don't know. It's like after modeling him, you can't help but want to show the frog off, I guess, in game. Um, the theme of the jam for those new here is no more room. So essentially, it's gonna be just a kind of like puzzle-ish game where the walls close in on you, and it's kind of turn-based where like obviously you can see I've got plenty more work to do here to make things work, but basically each time you let the walls close in, you get one more jump you can use. And initially it was going to be like you jump, walls close in, and then you can jump again. But just for like testing purposes, I set it up so that the walls closing in and the jumps are separate. It's just that whenever the walls close in, you get another jump that you can use. Oh dear. Um, and oh, okay, interesting. Um, yeah, I gotta fix that. Uh, so let's unparent this, and then we'll close that because we're on a laptop. Um, and oh, over here. Um, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I like the idea of each time the walls close in, you get another jump, but you don't have to like jump every turn if you don't want to. So you could end up kind of like saving a jump to jump twice the next turn. Um, Okie dokie. So we're just gonna go ahead and cam pivot dot transform dot position equals transform dot position. But the rotation, crucially, will stay independent so we don't end up flipping our camera upside down again. There we go. And now we don't have there's no kind of like landing jitter thing. But I think that's better. Um, and real quick, I should probably add in our, whatchamacalls it? Canvas, 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 UI, canvas. Scale with screen size, we're going to assume 1280 by 720. And we'll just go ahead and there we go. Pop this up. I don't know. Center, top, -20. Give us a little margin there. Jumps. I guess we'll start at 1 always, right? But it doesn't matter because we're gonna put a script on here that actually references jump next UI or jump counter. Jump counter UI, sure, why not? Create and add. Oh, and I guess I should have done a not camel case there, a capital first, but whatever. This is a public static integer, so we can reference that really easily. We're gonna do late update. I guess technically, we wouldn't even really need to keep this in a loop necessarily, but whatever. If I add power-ups, it's easier to have it like this. Then I wonder why. Oh, it's up to 90% now. That's weird. Because it was 80%. I could swear the whole time it said it's not charging. Um, okay. Ba-da-ba-ba. What was I saying? Okay, so using TM Pro and then TM Pro text mesh Pro U GUI, I think. Counter. And then we'll serialize that, I guess. Counter dot text equals jump plus player controller dot can jump, right? Yeah, can jump. Cool. There we go. Save. Ooh, stretch my leg a little bit. Oh, golly. Ooh, actually, I might should cook food pretty soon. Let's check if this works though. Oh, forgot to assign it. There we go. Alrighty, so we get our jumps. Alright. Ooh, that might be an interesting byproduct I had not considered of the way I set this up, is you can do shit like that. Oh no. Huh. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have that. Well, I don't know. That might be just a fun little bug. Um, a bug that could be a feature. Um, whee! Yeah, that could be fun. I like that. We'll make the walls bigger probably. I guess I might have to, if I make the walls really big, I could make the walls trans, the taller part transparent maybe would make sense. Um, because I don't want to, you know, make it so that you can just jump over the walls and then the theme of the jam is no longer relevant, right? Um, oh dear. Um, okay. Let's see. Yeah, at the very least, I might should take a break just to walk around and stretch. Particularly my neck. But I think it's going well. For how long have we been at this? Oh shit, I'm not even showing. Oh god, I never switched back. Oh no. Shit. Well, all right. Um, there we go. Uh, do. Okay, we're switched back. This is what the game's looking like now. Um, like so. Okay. Now let's see. How's oh man, that's a pretty big chunk of YouTube with wrong camera view. Oh well, it happens. I'm guessing most people are just listening for the most part anyways. Okay, so we have been at it for 2 hours and 15 minutes. That's not terrible. Uh, yeah. Yeah, that's probably a good time to take a break. Especially because like, I've just finished the frog. Um, and we've got basic gameplay going. Uh, and I could let my laptop cool off a little bit or something. How's our solar doing? 130 watts input. We're at 95% battery on the camper. I could cook some food. Yeah. Let's check in on the Discord chat. How's everybody else doing? Let's see. Oh, wait, it would be jam progress share. Okay, nobody's posted since last I did. Okay. Yeah, we'll mess about with this a little bit. Yeah, that's I'm gonna make that a feature that's advertised. You can double jump, queue your jumps up and maybe go a little bit further, but then you like run the risk of the walls closing in on you, right? Cool. All right. Oh, sounds like a big truck's coming. Yeah. Time to go cook some food, I guess. My breakfast and lunch and dinner. I will be back when I'm done eating and stretching and maybe taking a nap or something. Um, Thank you to the folks who hung around. Um, and yeah, I'll catch y'all on the next stream. Um, Lame Jam 52, there is what? At least 2 days remaining. 2 days, 13 hours, 34 minutes to finish the game. And I got that scope very small, so we should manage it. And yeah, I'll catch you later, fellas. And